Right. Amor, Laüren.
Oh,
There we go.
yes.
I'm glad you said because I forgot already.
Listen,
I wasn't here, so I ain't know.
when it comes to my name, first of all, like there's a punctuation above the U, which automatically is German, so it makes you pronounce it correctly. After this, and especially thank you so much for saying it correctly, because if you see this interview after this and then choose to not pronounce my name correctly, respectfully, disrespectfully.
Yeah, facts, because you disrespecting at this point. You
at,
knew.
At this point. At
You
this
knew.
point. You knew.
I'm gonna just say Amor.
That's fine. That's fine. It's
So I won't be sizzled up to
It's easy for me because that's literally how I'm a big fan of Ye, and that's how he says Ralph Lauren. That's how he says it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So, is a more like real name? You know what I'm saying? Mom name, like what is it?
Amor is a name that I own. Let me just put that out there.
Okay, so you own love.
I legally own Amor Laüren, like trademarked with the USPTO. Like I own.
That's what's up.
I own that.
That's what's up.
Before, because everybody has been asking me about my name change. Why did you change your name? My name was Godiva first.
Huh?
Godiva,
Chocolate goddess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my
I
name
always
at
thought
first.
this shit go diva.
Screaming. I'm screaming. But I never owned the name. I never owned the name.
I don't think you could with that one either. Anyway.
So when you trademark it, that there's a process in which it has to go through, and it may get flagged if it's any type of confusion about who, what, when, where, and why. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna sit there and put my money out there to trademark a name that I can't own.
That you know you can.
You know what I'm saying? And if you have an evaluation of a brand, i.e. me, that's worth millions of dollars, why would you not own your name and your likeness?
Facts.
Right.
So
because somebody else will.
Real quick, somebody can go and file your name without your consent, file it if they got the money to pay for it, and then now you're somebody else's bitch for the rest of your life. I refuse. So that's why I went to go name myself something that I liked. Amor came from the fact that I have love over everything tattooed on my forearm.
Okay.
That literally is my lifestyle. I will love you all day long, but will love you from a distance. Or if I love you for real, I'm gonna love you for real.
Say that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Say that.
So I don't have any pride when it comes to my love for people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where Amor came from. Laüren came from this public figure named Sophia Loren. I was watching a Michael Jackson documentary, and she had popped up talking about how Michael Jackson was always like litmus paper. He always wanted to learn. So I saw her name and was like, oh, that's fly. Oh, I like that. I actually called my brother and was just like, listen, whatever it is that you're doing with our property, just keep me in the loop, because us conversing about this back and forth is starting to really put me in a bad headspace. So at the end of the day, like, just make sure we just stay on top of it and you just keep me in the loop. I'm with whatever you with, whether we want to sell or whether we want to keep it. I'm with whatever you with. Just don't wait till the last minute and keep me in the loop. Because I'd be damned if my relationship with my brother deteriorates because of money and a property. I'm not for that. I've seen a lot of families just get dismantled because of stuff like that. I'm not doing it. So we wound up just, having that conversation. And it wasn't tough to have either. Like, the fact that with that Roth IRA, I cannot touch that money until I'm 59. Like, and the taxes on it is crazy. So it forces you to save. It really does. Right. Well, you said I should already have lined out what I want to happen with it. Okay. Never thought about that. I'm gonna think on that.
What's up?
He don't know how to act 'cause his haircut.
It's cold out this morning.
He don't know how to act 'cause his haircut.
Ah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we on, we live, baby. Keep it going. I'm gonna count to 15. It better be gone. 3, 4. Uh-oh. I ain't even gonna make the 15. I'm on like 6. You better drink it. Open. There it is. Bam. And that's how you do it on a Sunday. Amor, Laüren, you was just breaking something down to me.
Right.
I'm
Like
trying to figure out where the food was. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find out where the hell the food is.
when people dine out,
Right.
they never take into consideration what's going on outside of them. So let's say like we're here, right? There's one server. This one server has 30 tables. That's 30, 40 some orders.
Look at
See
that.
what I'm saying?
Look at that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We don't need nothing.
No salt, no pepper, hot sauce.
The chef made it, so we don't have to touch it.
Alright.
You're good. Thank you so much.
No problem.
But yeah, like
Break this down.
Like,
As the food comes out.
even when it comes to the food, when you have a chef in a space, a chef literally, there's a million spices. There's a million things to make an entree off of.
Okay.
They sit there and they mix and they match and they do all these things to make sure that whatever they put on the menu comes out for you well, so you don't have to add anything to it.
Okay.
Like you putting spices on something that's already been taken into consideration. The flavor is like a slap in the face to the chef. But that's neither here nor there. You like what you like. When people dine out, I want my food in a certain space. I want my drinks in a certain space. Well, if there's one bartender and there's 50 some odd people, that's one person making 50 personal cocktail drinks. You know what I'm saying? Can you do that at your house in a timely manner? No, you cannot. So don't be so impatient. Same thing with food. I just learned there's 2 cooks in the back. There's 2 cooks and this place is packed on an hour wait. 2 cooks. You mean to tell me that you and somebody else can sit there in your kitchen and fling out entrees of this magnitude with this precision that quick? You can. So be patient and be a hell of a lot more considerate when you dine out. This is why you tip. This is exactly why you tip and tip well. Tip more than 20%. This shit right here is why you do it. Don't be in Balenciaga and all them other name brand shit and then come out of nowhere, dine out, have this elaborate experience and then can't tip well. Servers get paid off tips. Everything in the back of the house is from the bill on. But that server gets paid off tips. Stop being so damn frugal and stop being so cheap. And if you don't want to tip, stay a broke ass in the house. I'm finna eat. All right.
So we was talking about the word humble.
Right.
Meaning that humble in a positive way is showing people that you don't take yourself seriously. What you think about humble?
That's cap. If you look up the meaning of humble, I don't know what it says verbatim, but it's like not acknowledging like one's something about lowest estimate or something of a person's whatever.
The word that they use is low. Showing. You may not believe it, but you're showing a low importance of yourself.
Why would I show a low importance of myself?
Hey.
Hi. Why would I show a low importance of myself? Why would I do that? You should think of yourself as the highest of the high. Why would I do that? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So, anybody that tells you to remain humble wants you to think of yourself in a low space. I'm not gonna do that. And when you're in a low space, it makes you feel better. It makes that person feel better about themselves. When it comes to me spending my hard-earned money, I have to feel comfortable about spending it. If I, like, for instance, I went and bought a Movado watch from Macy's, right? I went to Macy's before with no signs that I had any money. Went to the register, and they treated me as if I was less than. So when we had this conversation about do you want to pay cash, card, credit, I said I have all of that.
it depends on what you prefer. The attention was totally different. She went out of her way to show me the watches. She went out of her way, she went out of her way to show me everything that was in the display case because I had whenever she said a total, I was like, okay. There was no friction in my spirit. I can afford whatever it is that you're putting towards me. But the fact of the matter is that's a situation. I have a problem with that. Treat me as if you have no idea what my bank account looks like. You don't know. The bummiest person can be the person that shows up with the Amex.
Say that again.
The bummiest person can be the person that shows up with the platinum or gold or titanium or black Amex. You never know. Because people that actually have money that I do know do not show it at all. We are the ones that want to buy $2, $3, $1,500 shoes. Buy this suit. And I said there's nothing wrong with looking nice. But majority of people that I know that actually have wealth, their account shows. Their clothes don't. Alright, so we just had brunch. Some things need to be talked about and be had.
Absolutely.
I'm right here. I'm over here, sis.
One call.
Yeah, so we good. So.
Oh!